Hey guys, Dr. Ian here. Today I want to talk about nutrition in regards to whether or not it can affect the amount of pain that you feel in your body. This is a common question that I get from my patients when I'm working on them or working with them to overcome some issues that they have. A lot of times they ask me, are there things I can do with my diet or supplements that I can take that can decrease my pain? And the answer is yes. The foods that you put in your body have a big effect on how you feel and how much pain you perceive and have throughout the day. You may wonder, how can foods that I eat directly relate to pain? And the answer for that question is through studying inflammation. So with my patients, a lot of times they come in with an injury that's inflamed. So it makes sense if you sprain your ankle that your ankle swells up and there's an inflammatory response in those tissues. And so when people think about inflammation, a lot of times they think about swelling. But what happens for a lot of people that we all struggle with is we have this chronic low grade inflammation in all the tissues of our body through our daily habits. And one of our biggest things we do every day is eat. And so today I want to talk about foods that have been shown to increase this chronic low grade inflammation in the tissues that you may not even know is there, because it doesn't mean that your legs and your muscles are all swollen up. It just means there's this constant chronic inflammation in the tissue that over a long period of time creates some degeneration in the tissue and can most significantly impact your pain. So if we're talking about inflammatory foods, we've got this chart here. Now, I took this out of the Deflame Your Diet book by Dr. David Seaman. If you're a reader, it's a great book. But he breaks down foods that tend to not be inflammatory or pro-inflammatory, and those that which do promote inflammation. So the chart goes like this. This side would be your pro-inflammatory foods: refined sugars, refined grains, grain flour products, trans fat, refined omega-6 seed oils. So if you look on your nutrition facts on the side of your packages of the food you eat, you'll see a lot of these things. And these things promote inflammation in the tissues of your body. These things, these refined omega-6 seed oils, are in almost everything packaged. They're in a lot of processed foods, and people eat a lot of processed foods. So you've got to be careful with these there. Now, if we look at this part of the chart, you can see grass-fed meat, wild game, meat, shellfish, chicken, eggs, cheese, vegetables, leafy greens, fruits, tubers like potatoes, sweet potatoes, yams, nuts, raw and dry roasted, omega-3 seeds, dark chocolate, olive oil, coconut oil, avocado oil, and butter all are shown to not promote inflammation. Here's the rub. Most people consume a lot of these throughout the day. So in his book, he talks about a study where they looked at the standard American diet. The average American eats 60% of their calories from over here, specifically from products with refined sugar, refined grains or flours, and then these refined omega-6 oils. So 60% of the calories that you take in on a daily basis are over in this pro-inflammatory area, and so they're just increasing the amount of pain that you could feel from that systemic inflammation over a long period of time. So it's not a big deal if you eat a pizza that's full of that stuff maybe once a week or once every couple weeks. But the problem is people live over here. They're 60% of the time they're eating their foods from this side of the chart, and they're not getting enough of this. So if your question is, does my diet affect the amount of pain I have? It does. What can I do to change that? You need to start working on living over here and increasing these type of things, and we need to decrease refined sugar, refined grains, flours, and those omega-6 oils. Omega-6 seed oil, sorry. So if we can decrease these, increase these, we should see a decrease in that inflammation throughout the body, which should have a good impact on the tissues and decrease your pain. So hopefully this helps, and you can read these things, try to increase over here, decrease here, and I'll talk to you soon.